Warren Buffett is the seventh richest man in the world with a staggering net worth of $119 billion, more than the gross domestic product of Slovakia, Ecuador, Oman, the Dominican Republic or Kenya. In 2013 he made $34 million in one day. In today's video we discuss what can we learn from Buffett's approach to buying cars. Why does Warren never buy new cars? How did I buy my Toyota? How can holding on to a car for a long time lower its price? Warren was driving an 8-year-old car, specifically a 2006 Cadillac DTS. After 8 years of driving his favorite car, Mary Barrow of GM finally convinced him that it was time to get a new car. After careful consideration and extensive negotiation, Warren decided to trade in his old car for a new and modest $46,000 Cadillac STS. Warren traded in his old car after 8 years. He did not sell it, however, but donated it to the charitable organization Girls Inc. What can we learn from Buffett's approach to buying cars? Warren Buffett, an icon of the investment world, is not only known for his brilliant decision-making in financial markets, but also for his unique approach to life, which includes his way of buying cars. A look at his car philosophy opens a window into his wise yet frugal lifestyle. Buffett says emotions must be set aside when buying a car. In a BBC documentary on the life of Warren Buffett, an explanation was given by Buffett's daughter Susie Buffett. Warren chooses cars that he can get at reduced prices, like those that have been damaged by hail. This information adds a deeper dimension to Buffett's philosophy of life. Value lies not only in finance but also in the ability to find quality at a reduced price. Why does Warren never buy new cars? For Buffett, the answer to this question is linked to his hostility to the rapid depreciation of a new car after it leaves the dealership. He seeks value not only in long-term investing but in all aspects of his life. I don't completely disagree with him on this point, but I explain that further in the video. For Warren, time is a critical priority. He doesn't want to waste time buying a car, so his daughter usually does it for him. She is also the one who usually has to get him to trade it in for another model. However, Warren still thinks he doesn't need a new car. Warren does not want to spend time, energy and effort learning how the new model works. He prefers simplicity to boring manual reading, rather than owning things and having to take care of them. He sees a car as a utilitarian item, not a status symbol in life.
It would take me probably a half a day to go through the exercise of buying a car and reading the owner's manual and all of that. And that's just a half a day I don't want to give up in my life for no benefit. If I could write a check in 30 seconds and be in the same position I'm in now with a newer car, I'd be glad to do it this afternoon. But I don't like to trade away when there's really no benefit to me at all. I'm totally happy with the car. I just don't want to trade away the amount of time I'd have to spend fooling around to get familiar with and get title to and do all the rest of the things, pick one out, so a new car. But if there's a safer car made, I'll be driving in it.
For Warren, car safety is a top priority. He wants to protect his most valuable possession, himself, from harm. This priority reflects his pragmatic approach to life and his ability to distinguish the important from the useless.
Actually, I picked out the car I have based on the fact that it had airbags on both sides. So that was a factor. It may have been the first car of its type ever made with airbags, but I think my car actually, it's both heavy and has airbags, and those are two primary factors in safety. I don't think I don't think a safer car is necessarily being made. It might be safer to drive around in a big heavy-duty truck or something, but I'm not ready for that.
Warren prefers the Cadillac brand and rejects consumer pressure. He likes Cadillac for their style, luxury and safety. His decision to stick with the brand shows his desire to combine elegance and functionality. At the same time, he refuses to succumb to consumer pressure, showing his commitment to personal freedom and independence from material things. How does Buffett perceive the standard of living?
I have everything in life I want. It's a very simple thing. If there's anything that money could buy, there are things money can't buy, but if there's anything money could buy that I wanted, I'd do it this afternoon. I wouldn't have any problem with that at all. I do not think that standard of living equates with cost of living beyond a certain point. I mean, up to a certain point, there's no question that it does. I mean, in terms of having good housing, good health service, good food, everything. But good transportation. But there's a point, I think, if anything, you start getting inverse correlation. My life would not be happier. In fact, it'd be worse if I had 6 or 8 houses, or a whole bunch of different things I could have. It just doesn't correlate, and so having everything I have, I mean, you can't have more than that, and that doesn't really make any. It makes a difference up to a point. I mean, you can start thinking a lot differently when you got to X, but when you get to 10X or 100X or 1000X, it just doesn't make any possible difference.
How did I buy my Toyota Prius Versa VIP? Before I decided to buy a suitable car, I had a pretty accurate idea of what it should be able to do. The ability to carry 7 people and tow a camper was a priority. I went through dozens of offers before I found something. I searched the internet, called dealers and negotiated a good price. In the end, I was able to negotiate $13,000 discount and get a new car for $44,000. Today, after 31,000 miles, the car is worth the same as when I bought it 3 years ago. How is this possible? I managed to negotiate a good price. The car company was offering a $13,000 discount when I bought a car on a company, and new car prices have gone up in 3 years. If I decided to sell the car now, I would get the full price back, but I've already put 31,000 miles on it. That's what you call a good buy. There is no need to negotiate a discount on everything. Consider rather large purchases like buying a car. A car is a one-time high expense on which you can save a lot thanks to a few percent discount. If I want to buy a banana at 50% off, I won't save much. When buying a $50,000 car, a 5% discount can mean $2,500, and that's worth it. Like a Warren, I will keep the car for many years. Why? What's with the constant pursuit of new stuff? If I get a new car once and it meets all my requirements, why should I sell it in 3 or 5 years? I would have to renegotiate the price of the new car with the dealer. I would have to sell my current car for a good price. That's a lot of work. The new car smell, the facelift of the bonnet, or the better quality seats are not really a priority for me. How can holding on to a car for a long time lower its price? I'm thinking about buying a car like this. If I buy a new car for $50,000 and use it for 10 years, it will cost me $5,000, yeah. If I manage to sell it for $10,000 after 10 years, it will cost me $4,000 a year to run the car overall. That's good, right? Today's cars will last 10 years. Warren Buffett's quest for true value is exemplified. His decision to buy cars without emotion with value and to own them peacefully for a long time shows us that the path to success can be linked to simplicity, responsibility and wise use of funds. A living legend, Warren reminds us that true wealth lies not only in finances but also in quality of life and the ability to find joy in simplicity. Maybe you're a millionaire or billionaire and you don't handle money at all. But that doesn't mean you can make buying mistakes. Save where it makes sense, think through the necessity of the purchase, be responsible in your decision making, and above all, use common sense. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching to the end. Have fun and invest wisely.